All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first down, Murray. And he's got some space here. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They run with Murray, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looking to throw. Wade flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. On 3rd down, Murray.
And some room to work. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
They'll try to run with Murray. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Isaiah Burse. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. First down, Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run. And they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
This is Murray. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A run, it's Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Well, now they'll try the end around. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. line. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. That was second down run for Murray. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Lacey will try again. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Lacey. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Here we go with Lacey. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They tried to pound at him with Lacey. He comes up short, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Rivers on first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and long for Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Taken right around the 44. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve.
Touchdown! Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.